What if you made your life as consistent as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the Oklahoma City Thunder? He says that his success is a direct reflection on the consistency he has in everything that he does. What if the average person decided to go consistent with their life? What would that look like? All right, I'm ready for a change myself, and I know a lot of you guys probably out there are as well. Just kind of get out of the rut and further everything and get over a hump, or you just kind of started laying back a little bit, not focusing on the things that you need to, and other things became more important, and then you felt like you were just chasing the day. Do you feel like that? Because, man, I feel like that often, especially lately with everything being so chaotic in my life. And I was watching some YouTube videos, and I am a big Oklahoma City Thunder fan. And there was a interview with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the Oklahoma City Thunder, MVP, world champion basketball team. And he says that the reason why he is so good and the reason why his success has been the way it is simply because he is consistent in everything that he does. From what he eats, to his recovery time, to his workout, to when he works out, to when he does certain things, to the things that he eats, like I said. He's consistent with those. Like, I am probably thinking like a deranged psychopath consistency. To bring that up, and for everybody in the background, because the team, when they do an interview, everybody in the background standing there with them. It's kind of cool. And you hear them shout out other things that he's consistent at as well. Workouts, like all the things. And it got me thinking. And I was like, what if I was more consistent in my life? I mean, during the work week, I'll get up at the same time, usually, roughly. And then after that, my consistency is making a pot of coffee, cleaning myself up, and heading out the door. There's no, I don't know, it's just not playing very well, right? It's just a thing. You get up and you do. You get up and you do. So I asked Chat GPT to give me a little bit of help in this kind of question or this kind of thing. How can I make my life as consistent or with the model of being consistent like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? How can I do that as a regular everyday dude? And it took it a little further and actually, I think, kind of tailored it a little bit more towards me, maybe, because I talk to this stupid thing. It like knows me. It's weird. Like, I'll type something and it'll be like, oh, you mean because you talked about this one day? Not talked, but put it in there. I'm going to put the old man glasses on real quick so I can actually see what I'm looking at. But so we asked Chat GPT. Did I say it wrong? I always say GT because GT is like, the car. So it's easier for me to go GTP rather than GPT. Anyway, side quest. Sorry. So I asked it, and it was basically, here's consistency isn't about perfection. It's about removing chaos. I thought that was interesting, and it talks about that a little bit more, and it says, let's break this into a real-life, non-NBA, single dad, job hustling, future to make it work terms. So let's start off. What's a consistent life actually looks like? What a consistent life actually looks like. It's not sexy. It's not Instagram. It's boring on purpose. So consistency is probably mundane. Like if you were thinking about it, it's like, because it's routine, it's the same thing. Wake up around the same time, even on days off. and that's I said earlier, like I'm consistent as far as getting up for my workday, but on the weekends I'm not consistent at all. I mean, I usually kind of probably wake up at about the same time sometimes, but it's not focused, and the routine isn't the same. Eat similar meals most days. Work in set blocks, not random whenever you feel like it. So have set times, especially if you're doing a podcast or anything like me. That's kind of where I was like, that feels kind of like towards me. Work in set blocks. Maybe you even do this at work if you can get away with it. Set a time where this is the time that I'm going to make phone calls. This is the time I'm going to go outreaching to people. And this is the time that I'm going to do follow-ups. I mean, we talk about that in the work field all the time. Again, maybe that's also what it's talking about. Same gym. Go for a walk, or just at least a movement schedule. Have a plan to get up off your butt and go do something. And then have the same shutdown routine at night. So wake up around the same time, eat similar meals most days, work in set blocks, and have the same movement schedule, whether that's a gym, walk, or whatever it may be, and then the same shutdown routine. It's basically turning your life into a repeatable loop, kind of like that mundane, that routine we were kind of talking about. Now, why it works? Less decision fatigue, because you're not having to make a ton of decisions. It's right there. Less stress in your life, and more energy for the stuff that actually matters. Money, kids, for me, content, goals, stuff like that. And then it breaks down even more. Like, what happens if you actually do this? If you locked in a 30 to 60 day schedule, your mood will stabilize, your money habits tighten up, your body starts responding, weight, energy, sleep all balance out. Your content, this is like for me, your content, my podcast and social gets sharper because my brain isn't scattered, because I know that I've got a time that I've got to focus on that. Makes sense. You stop negotiating with yourself all day. Whoa. You do that, don't you? You negotiate with yourself like, ooh, I earned a break, or ooh, I'll do it in a little bit, or yesterday was good, so maybe today I slack off a little bit. You start negotiating with yourself. You don't become Shai, you become dangerous in your own lane. Think about it if you were in your own little average little world, and I say that in the most loving way I can, because we're comparing this to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, come on now. If you were to implement these things 30, 60 days, like what could happen? So it does break down the real person version, not MBA life. So here's what it would build for me to start on this, like for the day. This is interesting. So morning, it calls it Anchor 1. Wake up at the same time. Pick something realistic, not 5 a.m. influencer nonsense. That's funny because I'm not waking up at 5 a.m. Water and quick movement for 5 to 10 minutes. So start off with a water. I've been reading more and trying to drink more water first thing in the morning, especially since I had the heat-related thing this last summer. I want to make sure that my water intake's good. But so I've been looking at stuff, and I've been actually doing the drinking water, but I need to be more consistent because it's not every day. Quick movements. I typically do my workouts later, but this isn't saying working out. It's saying, like just not get up and then sit down. So for 5 to 10 minutes, and then no phone scrolling for the first 30 minutes. Now, I like this, but man, I don't know if I can do that one because I'm addicted. I'll just say it. And we all get our phone and look at it. There's usually a notification or something by the time I get up. So that'll be hard, but okay, we'll try this. Midday, Anchor 2. Work block job, sales. I'm doing a little bit of DoorDash and then the content. So like work block job. So it's saying set that up to work blocks. Like what does that look like? for my day. And then eat similar meals. Don't complicate food. It wears the brain down. Stack tasks. So your calls, your follow-ups, my content clips, stack those tasks, like put them in a work block, I would think. Evenings. So that's throughout the day. That's midday. You're going to do your blocks. You're going to eat similar meals. You're going to stack tasks. Your evening, which is anchor 3, you're going to get a light rest or a light reset. I almost said rest and screwed this whole thing up. So a light reset, which means you go for a walk, you do your gym, you do some scheduled movement. Get outside. Don't be inside for this, is what it says. Also in the evening for your anchor 3, your family and your personal time, make sure you've got that there. And then plan for tomorrow. And it says this is huge for consistency. And I agree with that. If you've got a plan for the day ahead, if you actually made the plan, gone over the plan, check the boxes off that you understand what the plan is, then the next day is going to go smooth. So if you do this, if you're consistent through your whole day, then you're consistent at the end of the day by planning the next day to make sure it's even more consistent than the day before. So I understand that. Anchor 4, this would be your nighttime thing. Same-ish wind down time. So when you block everything out and you're done with your day, you've got a wind down time. Whatever that is for you, have that be kind of the same. Reduce chaos. No random late night spirals. Reduce chaos. No random late night spirals. So I guess, I don't know what that means. I don't normally spiral. So late night spirals. Like, thinking, going down a rabbit hole, that'd be hard to turn off. If it's saying, but the chaos. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. It says that there is a secret sauce, and this is the difference maker. Most people will try to be consistent with motivation. Shai is consistent because of standards. There's a difference. Motivation, I feel like it. Standards, this is just what I do. So if you have to be motivated for it, then it's not, you're having to be talked into doing the thing. But Shai is just saying, this is just what I do. Like, there's no talking me in or out of it. It's what I do. It's like breathing. It's what I do. The catch that nobody talks about. At first, it feels boring. Almost like you're missing out on things. That's your brain detoxing from the chaos. Crazy. So that's your brain kind of getting all the junk out. And it's going to be like, this is boring. I need some of that stimulus. Give it 2 to 3 weeks, and suddenly you will feel in control. You'll trust yourself again, and you will stop starting over every Monday. Because that's what we do, isn't it? We start over on Mondays. And if you're consistent, then you're not starting over. You're just always consistent. And one of the things that you can do, if you kind of like these points, you can actually take and ask whatever AI you use. I use chat quite a bit. I've got Gronk on here as well. I don't have any of the other ones. I've just got those 2. But you can ask it to map out your life and give you a personalized consistency tracker or a consistency plan to make your life more consistent. If you're looking to expand and do more things and take control of your life, the easiest thing that you can do without costing you any money is just get consistent. That's something I will be working on for sure. So, and one of those is probably going to be to turn the sound off of my phone whenever I'm recording a podcast. Michaela, that was Michael Stewart, a friend of mine. We call him Michaela because he spells his name weird. So yeah, that's the thing. Be consistent. Turn your phone off whenever you're working, or at least not make it so loud when you're recording. Hey guys, thank you very much. subscribe, like if you like this stuff. If you want more of this type of podcast or videos, then let me know. The Hiding Out Loud page that you're seeing this on is a page that kind of has a bunch of different random things. I'm going to put those in playlists. And so if you go back to my YouTube page, you're going to see playlists, and you'll see a playlist that will say men's health. You'll see a playlist that says sports, and you'll see a playlist that says F1 cars, like racing, and maybe others. And so those, if you like this content and you want to keep looking at kind of how to, get your life better and men's health and all that, then stay here in this playlist. But then look at the other ones, because I've got several out there, and we'll kind of see. That'll be kind of help me decide which areas to keep talking about and which areas to maybe not talk about so much. So yeah, it'd mean a lot if you guys subscribe to the channel, tell everybody, hey, look, check out this Hiding Out Loud stuff going on. This guy is different. I don't know. Anyway, I do appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. And I'm gonna have to come up with some kind of end tagline. I don't have one, so we'll just go